Hey guys, Lingo here, and the challenge I have for you guys today is don't buy a loadout, just get your loadout when it's given to you for free. And if you look at all my previous videos, I never bought a loadout first. I always get the loadout that's free. And the previous video I explained why I did that, so let's just really focus on today's video. And also, for those of you who doesn't know yet, I started coaching people on Fiverr and really help people get Warzone victory. So if you're interested in that, check the link in the description. So initially I wanted to land at downtown to get the flags, but then I realized that because Quarry had so many flags and it was not in the circle, chances are that there's not going to be a lot of people and that I might be able to do like 3 or 4 recons super duper fast. But as you can see later, that's not the case. I guess because the plane was so close to Quarry that everyone just decided to drop in Quarry. I saw that guy. I'm pretty sure he's my bounty hunter. And for those of you who hasn't noticed yet, but the new update, the cars are really hard to drive. I swear I'm not that bad of a driver. I'm usually really good, but for some reason they made the car really hard, which is kind of good in my opinion, because it's gonna make it a lot harder for people to just randomly run people over. Like people who's like running in the wide open area, they got a much better chance of surviving from people that's driving a car. So I actually like that change. It's incredibly hard, dude. I almost felt if that boy wasn't there, I couldn't even get across this bridge. Right there, I heard a footstep, but I didn't even stop and look that direction because I already know if I stop and look that direction, I 100% would have lost that gunfight. My only chance of survival is to keep running in and just keep going and don't even look at him. Because that gunfight right there, 100% I would have lost. And good thing I did that because now I know there was like 2 or 3 different people in here. That guy that just shot at me, he should have waited because the angle that he had on me, it was almost guaranteed he couldn't kill me in time unless I have a potato movement skill where I'm just going to sit there and not do anything. Alright, so at this point, because of that, and they also blew up my car, my recon speed just slowed down like a lot. So at this point, there was almost no point of doing any more recons because remember in my last video I talked about how like where your recon should be. So before, if you look at the white timer right now is around 19 seconds, 18 seconds. Before that white timer ends, you should already completed 2 recons and preferably 3 recons. So I only completed 1 and there was no way I could have completed a second one, no, let alone thinking I can get a 3 recon before the white circle. So at this point recon strat is just kind of it's just kind of bad. You shouldn't even try to rush it because you're too slow now. If anything, we might be able to do recons later. And I'm really glad I showcased this video here because it demonstrates when you should give up your recon and when you should not. Like at this spot, there really isn't a point to do recons again because I will probably be able to do 2 or 3 recons at most, but then probably just 2 and that's it because I'm so far from the circle. And I don't like to be one of those players where in the first circle I'm running towards it. Now for this fight here, I definitely shouldn't have challenge him when I saw him that he sees me too, because that became like a 50-50. If anything, actually it's not 50-50 because he already pre-aimed the only area where I can peek him, which is that window. So I was at a huge disadvantage. What I should have done was run away, get a different angle, and really watch my movement for this gulag. I shot a couple times, took a different position, and shot him again. That guy was totally confused because of how fast I'm moving. So in this video you're gonna see how I actually won this Warzone because of my movement. It saved me so many times in this game. You're gonna see. So I landed back here because I usually like to re-challenge people. That's actually a very bad habit. But another thing is that when the loadout drops, I don't want it to be somewhere in like downtown or somewhere where there's like a lot of people. So I kind of landed back here too, so when the loadout drops it'll just kind of be like not a lot of people. That's what I'm thinking, but as you can see later, I'm actually wrong. There's like 3 loadouts that drop near mine, which is surprising. So I was trying to camp that guy that was at the quarry, trying to gatekeep him, but unfortunately I couldn't find him. I don't know which path he went. So in this case, I just kind of rotated with the gas, like an edge style. And so I'll say in this gameplay, I mostly play the edge style. As you can see, when you play the edge style, don't take it too literal. Like when people talk about edge style, don't just hug the gas. Give yourself some time where if somebody is actually running from the gas, there's a time for you to actually fight him and not actually beat in the gas. So I thought he was the guy that had a loadout next to mine, but apparently there was another loadout right there, so I knew there was one more person nearby. I took the chance of getting the loadout. I didn't even check around because that's going to slow down your time. And when I'm at that position, if someone sees me, the best chance I have to survive is to just run away. If someone sees me and I turn around and try to fight them, almost 100% guarantee I'm going to lose that gunfight. So there's no point of slowing down your movement to get to your loadout by playing scared and passive, thinking that, like, play paranoid, thinking that someone's like looking at you and about to shoot you. So right here, I decided to camp the guy with the loadout because I don't want to run out in the open right here, as you can see, and get shot by them. So right here, I'm gatekeeping people. Contact. Spotted that guy. Not too sure if that's the guy with the loadout, but I'm thinking it's not him that has the loadout next to mine because he's totally going the wrong direction. Unless he already has a loadout and doesn't care about this one. At this point, I decided I have to kill him first because I don't want to get sandwiched by, I don't know, if that's not the loadout, then that means there's another guy to my behind me now. But if I don't take care of him, this is the guy that's going to be gatekeeping me. So I should have been able to kill him, but my aim was just terrible. Now he's actually fighting the guy that probably took the loadout that was next to mine.
Mark on the grid. Send it.
This is Striker 3-1. Good copy. Strike inbound.
I must have missed my precision airstrike because that guy had a chance to actually shoot me twice without moving his position. But you see, like, my movement actually saved me from this guy. If I reacted a little slow, he probably would have sniped me in the head easily. My movement also saved me from this guy that just randomly shot me. And I gotta emphasize, man, you gotta make your movement like supernatural. It has to be like engraved into your blood or something like that. You know, it's just like when someone shoots at me, I don't even think about how I'm gonna move. It's just natural reaction of how I'm gonna move my character. Like me and my character is almost one, you know. Couldn't tell if that sound was actually on the bridge or under the bridge. The sound for this game isn't that good, or maybe my headset is just bad. So so this part I play a lot of the edge because I don't want to run in the wide open area. I would run the wide open area, but I know there was too many people. I mean, the loadout, there was 3 people, and then like after I taken care of the loadout people, I just keep seeing people. So I was forced to play the edge, like at this moment. I wanted to deal with these 2 guys that were fighting because if I just kept running, they probably would kill me when I'm in the car or something. It's very easy to kill me with, especially when I'm in ATV. So this is the part where I don't want to play the edge anymore. I have a vehicle. I can easily run to the center of the map, and that's exactly what I did. I don't like to play the edge when you're this far from the last circle. I usually only play the edge like the third circle from the last, or the second circle from the last. I don't like to play the edge on like the third circle or something. The reason is because when you play the edge like throughout the map, like from the very beginning, I just find that it's very hard to actually win the game because you're gonna lose to people who gatekeep you. If I'm fighting someone if I'm fighting myself and I'm gatekeeping myself and the other person's myself, like playing the edge style, the person that's playing gatekeeping will almost always win. So I'm just talking about 2 people with the same skill level. So it's only really worth it when you gatekeep. When you play the edge at the third to last circle with the second to last circle. The reason is because no one can really gatekeep you. Because if the person decides he wants to play like a little bit to the center of the circle to gatekeep people, he's gonna have to fight like 2 or 3 people at a time. A lot of times. So right there, that's another movement kill. It's not like my aim was better than him or anything. It was just basically, I peeked him from the right a little, I shot a little, and then I peeked to the left, and then before I even I killed him, but I didn't even notice I killed him, but I already stopped peeking him, but I already killed him. A lot of my gulag fights are like that too. Like I'll usually kill people before I stop the peek, but I already anticipated if I didn't kill that guy, I would have stopped the peek already. So here's another movement. Like I've been zigzagging a lot because of the sniper, but I didn't anticipate this guy. But see, it's very hard for anybody to kill someone when someone's moving like that. This guy has a very annoying playstyle. He shoots you a couple times and he just completely stops peeking you. And then I finally spotted him. Trying to take him out. And then he stopped peeking me. And then that guy's not worth my time. So I just moved on. So right here, I always have a plan. I know I wanted to get to the center of the circle.
Does anyone want this?
I was deciding if doing recons is another good strat because sometimes there will be. But for this strat, if you're doing recon in the middle, what you would do is see the timer for the red is actually 1 minute. If I do a recon right now, it's actually perfect because after that 1 minute closes, the next circle I think is going to be like a minute something. But basically what you want to do is that you want to get a recon and then go to the recon, but don't actually cap it. Wait until the red circle closes, and right when the red circle closes, you immediately caps it. If you do it like that, you're kind of doing like 2 recons instead of just 1, if that makes sense. So I know that guy was actually fighting someone. I heard it. I'm pretty sure he was fighting the guy that was picking me and then stopped picking me. So I knew that guy does something like that, so I kept checking there just to make sure that he's not gonna randomly snipe me when I'm trying to move. I wait a little longer because I know that, you know, he's got that annoying playstyle where he's gonna like completely not check you for a while. So right here, I give up on the flag because it was just gonna be too hard to do the flags. Usually, I'll do the flags if so. See, the flag that was at Boneyard, that one's probably gonna lead me to train station. And then at train station, there was only 1 flag, but it's a little too far. So in my head, I'm thinking if I do a recon right now, the most I can do is 2. And I just don't think doing 2 recons is worth the risk, you know. If I can see myself doing like 3 or 4 recons, then I think I will actually risk it, but I don't see that. And plus, another thing I decided not to do the recon is also because the end zone seems to be going somewhere towards like the Boneyard area. That's a wide open area, so it really doesn't even matter if I know where the end zone is. So I decided that I'm just gonna play the edge. So this is the part where I'm gonna play the edge. And okay, so right here I decided to be at where I marked. The reason is because I actually don't want to be there. I want to be at the hill. I actually marked the hill first, but when I want to be at that hill, the only person that's going to be a threat will be the person where I'm marking there. If somebody is there and I'm up on the hill, then I'm in big trouble. So I'm just going to go to where I marked first and then move to the hill. I heard someone there. I think that's the guy that was like playing really annoying earlier. So yeah, see, if I didn't kill that guy, most likely he's going to the position where I marked right now. And if he's there, and I remember he was the sniper guy, he could have easily sniped me or caused me a lot of problem when I go up to that hill. So I know people is fighting to my right, but before I peek it, I just want to make sure there's no one up on those hills where they can easily kill me when I try to kill this guy. So it almost seemed like this guy was fighting someone, so I just wanted to double check there was no one coming out of that gas.
Gas is moving in. New safe zone located.
Just want to make sure there's no one to the left of me, because I'm about to go running to that hill and it's going to be a wide open area. So I checked already. There's no one under me. There's no one to the left of me. And then there's no one like on the hill. So this is actually the position I want to be in. But before I just randomly get here, I had to clear out train station first. So this is how you play the edge. When you're rotating, you got to make sure that the places you rotate, there's no one behind you, because if you're not clearing like that, you're gonna be sandwiched by 2 different enemies. So when you start the edge style and you start rotating, just make sure the starting position, like no one can be behind you. Because like right now, I'm not even worried about my back. No one could be there. I came from the train station. I checked the hills already. I checked my left side before I left the train station. So no one could be here. Unless they come out of Boneyard, which no logical person would do that. Because Boneyard is a much safer and easier way to hide. As you can see, there's 6 people left and 5 people are actually out inside of Boneyard right now.
Gas is closing in. Relocating the safe zone. Enemy UAV overhead.
And this is another reason why I decided to play the edge from this side, is because playing the edge where it's like
5 remaining.
compact, like Boneyard or downtown, is almost suiciding. Because you gotta rely on luck that the next corner you turn, there's nobody camping there.
Gas is moving. Enemy UAV.
That's why I keep emphasizing, if you know the last circle is somewhere in downtown, you have to rush for 6 recons no matter what. Because if you get 6 recons, your run rate is like 70 to 80, maybe even 90. Sometimes I'll even say it's 100% win rate. But places like, you know, like Boneyard or somewhere that's wide open, just you don't have to go crazy with the recons. See, look, if I did 6 recons and the last circle was here, I'm not gonna be exactly here where I'm at. I'm still have to clear my way through the edge. I can't just run here, because then I'm probably gonna have to face 2 or 3 different enemies trying to get my position. But because I played the edge, I got to this position safely.
Gas is closing in. Targets remain. You earned.
And there you go. I feel like 100% I won this Warzone because of the movement. And this is why I decided to showcase this video, because I keep emphasizing that if you want to get better at Warzone, the key is movement, and that's actually your fundamental skills to getting better at Call of Duty. Even for multiplayer, movement, man, make it natural, make it like you and your character is actually one. And when you move them, especially when you're getting hit randomly from directions you don't know, you gotta have that muscle memory of how to just randomly dodge. You'll get it once your movement is like super fluent. Anyways, hope you guys enjoyed this video. Next time, guys.